guys, and Sean, the new beardless me is here. I've been doing this show for years, almost like what, 6, 7, 8 years now. Started this business from nothing. Saints Addiction. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint. My nipples get hard when I start the show, and this is my second live. Yesterday I shaved my beard because I said as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, as soon as I can go live, I'm shaving my beard. Now I'm looking at myself like a stranger, just keep feeling my chin and my sides all baby smooth. Next 3 months, I'm going to Brazil. I'm gonna give it a new look. It's gonna be summer down there, hot. I was like, I don't want all this hair on my face as I kick my hair away where I shaved it yesterday. That's just how it goes down in my crown. Your boy, Marky Saint, is so blessed to be alive. I wanted to give it to the people because it's so important to me that you understand the difference between you and your ego. And it seems like most people don't know the difference between didn't even know I had an ego. Like, I had to let that out just to prove to you that I didn't even know I had an ego. I knew that I had a consciousness, self-consciousness, and I knew my perspective on the world and myself, but I didn't know the perspective of other people on myself. So I have a little chart here. We posted it this morning. Me and the homie posted it this morning. It's the ego versus you, right? So an acronym for ego, as my spiritual mentor Terry Prince would tell you, is edging God out. So ego is edging God out. And here's the difference between who you really are and who your ego is trying to teach you who you are. And this is going to be a huge difference. So let's spark up the motivation this morning, marijuana motivation, and let's get into it. So there's a difference between your ego and your higher self. And one of the first things is said limited thinking and unlimited thinking. So a limited thinking would be somebody that's, oh, I can only do so much with my life. Your boy Saint is limitless. I've been able to make my whole life, everything from great wonders of the world to my business, appear before me into my life because I wanted to sit there and reflect it into the universe. I wanted it to beacon back at me, and I wanted to make it my own reality. So I was like, you know what I want? I want to stay on this island. I want to live forever. I love my life. I love my life! I love my life from my bones to my toes. It's such a blessing to live this life unabashedly, to be able to choose on the planet where I want to go, see things from National Geographic since I was a child, and make them my own reality, actually touch these greatnesses, these amazing amount of energies when humans want to focus together. That's limitless. Most limit people will try to tell you, oh, you don't know the language, you don't know where you're going, you don't, what about safety, what's going to happen? That brings up another one. Seek safety. Ego seeks safety. Higher self calculates risk. See, I calculate my risk. It's not just like, oh, my first time South America. No, my first time South America was last year when I went to Peru. And this ain't my first time traveling. So I've been around the world 2 different times, and I mean around the world, to circumference the globe. So I'm an expert traveler. I wouldn't call myself a newbie any longer. It's for me to calculate my risk. I make sure I have friends to go visit. I do my research before I go. I ask my friends for recommendations. Where would you go? Who should I hang out with? Tell me your friends to hang out with so I don't have to make new ones. I can go and hang out with yours. There we go. Don't mind my runny nose. It happens every morning. Seeks predictability, and the other one seeks adventure. Obviously, talking about world traveler, I seek adventure. My predicted life bores me, right? It's made me fat. I have been frozen. Almost wanted to call this show being put on pause. When I was young, my mom would be like, Mark, pause. How many of you are put on pause for the next 5, 10 years working at some place you don't like or in a relationship you don't want, and someone just told you, just stay predictable. Just keep doing the same things. We want to see you every Christmas at the same show and wearing the same thing and looking the same. I'm not interested in the same Sam. I'm looking for different. And in my difference, I found myself. All right, seek stability. And the other one flows with changes. I've been saying it, embrace and drive change. If me not shaving my beard doesn't show you how I embrace and drive change, I don't know what else will. I had my beard for 8 years, right? And like I said, this right here was keeping me on the case. Hold on. My nose kept running. And that's what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want my life to be the same Groundhog's Day. I don't like to stay in white walls that look like a prison cell. I don't like doing the same thing over and over. That's the definition of insanity, and I don't want to go insane. I want to get my nose right. The pause button was put on me, keeping me fat. I was still safe if I'm in front of this computer making an income, not out there in the world where the police can harass me or arrest me or ticket me, touch me, talk to me. I don't like any of that, so I played it safe. And then I started sitting where I was just no paid or just high, playing video games or just sitting doing something for my business. I'm just sitting. I was put on pause, and I don't like being put on pause. I like being put on play. That's why I'm live today. I like to put myself in situations that keeps my heart running, keeps me healthy, so I don't have all those calories going around my midsection, keeping me numb and just full of dopamine and serotonin, so I don't want to move anywhere and I don't want to feel anything, and therefore I never get any exercise. There's no adventure in that. And I do have to flow with the change. Your boy's made a change. Boom, with the beard, but also with my fitness. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting fat. I'm going to start moving around. Let's see what 3 months will do for me in Brazil. New diet, moving around, new people. And it's also part of my diet program. I do it every year because I know I blew up in America. Fucking bacon and hamburgers and cheese got me fat. It's not enough. So I go to places where there's a new diet and I go get my calories off so I can live longer. I'm 40 years old. Let's go. One seeks comfort, one seeks growth. And that's what it is. As I was just talking about, I was just trying to be numb and comfortable. And I think we've all done that as we work really hard to have beautiful homes that I built myself and stay here and I'm comfort, but I'm not moving forward. I tend to forget that the world is open and waiting for me to see it. Most people let it go by. They're like, oh my God, you've been in the Great Wall of China? Yeah. I had to take 4 years of my life like a college degree and go overseas and go get uncomfortable, put myself in situations so my eyes could see. It's a sentence over here, but it was a lot of effort over there. You know, you can say, I've been on the Great Wall of China. Cool sentence, bro. I speak 7 languages, working on 9 now. Cool sentence, bro. But the effort behind it is way cooler. It's like this amount of energy that was put into me to go see it around the world, and it got put back into me, and I'm so grateful for it. You know, being able to see the world's been the blessing of my life, and that's why I truly get pinched and do this show. Let's get one more here. 3 more. Seek what is known. The ego wants to seek what is known. The higher self wants to embrace the unknown. And I know this place. I know my house. I know predictable what I'm going to eat. I know what I'm going to do with the day. It becomes a little too Groundhog's Day. And like I said, put me in a situation where I've never been. Everybody's like, where are you going? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I mean, I know the general area. I know the country. I'm going to Brazil, but I also might be going to Argentina. And by might, I mean I'm going to Argentina. You know, the girl wants to go, so let's go. You know, I'm going to Sao Paulo. Where we go from there, I really don't care. It's supposed to be Fortaleza and Rio de Janeiro and Florianopolis, but where I'm really going, where I'm really staying, I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know what days I'm going to be there. And honestly, I don't care. I don't like itineraries. I like the world to spin in its own axis and teach me where to be on it, what part of the planet. I'm just grateful that it's going to be summer there, not cold here, where everybody else is going to be freezing their ass off during the winter. Hold the Christmas tree. I'm going to be hugging a palm tree and a beautiful Brazilian girl in my underwear. Okay, let's do this. So, what else have we got? One more. We're going to go through this show. I don't normally have memes on the show, but it's a new show. This is now live, and I'm going to blow it up just like I blew up Periscope, just like I blew up everything. I'm going to blow it up. So, I'm embracing the unknown. I've never been to Brazil. I've never been to South America if it wasn't before last year, but I went to Peru and it started to give me that taste. Like, I got to see the rest of this, the Amazon, this continent and the people. So could have been Paraguay, could have been Uruguay, can be Argentina. I don't care. Stamp that passport. Worldly desires sacrifices vices. There it is. The worldly desires. You know, whatever we own end up owning us, right? Everybody wants a Ferrari, everybody wants a house, but all those things keep you from having the things that I'm talking about, my freedoms. And in my freedoms, I'm so grateful that I can just go be free. I can take any time that I want and go someplace and be the person that I want to be. I can just shave and buy a ticket and be gone. Everybody else wants to be tied to these things because they want everybody else to think they got a cool purse or that they're cool. And I'm like, fuck any of that idea. Let me sacrifice my vices. Let me give up weed. I'm gonna give up weed while I'm in Brazil. Give up all the bad foods, so I can get fit. If I want things, I have to give up things. And then most people just like want to keep things. Like, I'm gonna keep smoking cigarettes, but I want my health. It's like, that doesn't make sense. I've given up cigarette smoke, I've given up alcohol, I've given up women. And people are like, are you serious? Yeah, dude, I went celibate for 1.5 years. So don't threaten me with a good time. I'll give up weed for 3 months and just see what happens with my brain and my body and get this thing back into shape. I got a new look, new outlook. I don't sit stagnant. So that's Saints Addiction. We do whatever it takes. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. And that's the difference between your ego and you. And that's why I just wanted to share that with people, is like, we tend to be our worst enemies. It's just facts. And the only one standing in front of your dreams is you. And I had to figure that out my damn self. And that was my ego. A moment was knowing that people saw me that way. I'm like, man, I've been in the Great Wall of China. And they're like, what the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck he thinks he is, Wasn't that, I was trying to tell him that it was possible. Like, I didn't think it was possible. I was just a kid on the shitter in National Geographic in Boulder City. And then it became a reality. Then I realized all great things were done with a lot of people. And then I needed to build a business that included a lot of people. And thankfully that I did this, because now I have the ability to travel. It's not just me on the front line every time to make it work. No, it's multiple people in the trenches, all of us taking turns to become a team, all of us taking turns to become successful, all of us taking turns to travel. It makes us freer. I highly suggest it with you in whatever business you're in. Get some cohorts, get some people that are on your side and believe in your dream, so that way your dream can be flexible, right? That way you can go other places. You don't have to hold down the mast all the way to the bottom of the ocean. No, most captains do go down with their own ship, and all masters and commanders should know every job and be free to jump and do the job and grab the rope and the sails and do whatever it takes to make the boat sail. But this is the point. Aha, is being free enough in here to let yourself sail. A lot of people just hunker down. They just bought another house, 15 years, 30 years, bought another car, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. These sentences, dogs, cats, kids, whatever, hold us down, right? We can't travel as freely when this happens. Don't get it twisted. I want to have children and I want to go over there and overseas, but children live around the world too. Wherever you go, there's kids, babies all the way up. That's how life has worked. So travel in there 3, 4, 5, yeah, but anyways, don't let anything stop me. You can have laws to go get. My friend got street dogs all the way from Thailand to England. Believe it or not, that actually happened. So there's nothing stopping us but ourselves, right? If we want to keep buying flashy cars and spending $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 a month just giving it away in lease payments, then you're missing the point. I can get a house on the beach in Thailand for $300 for the whole month. This place was $1,600. The juxtaposition's there. So if you're brave and you're not willing to, if you're willing to let people think what they want to think about you and pre-assume things, let them do whatever they want to do. But this mind, not this beard, not this logo, but this mind has been set free. I have seen things, and I will encourage you always to see things and learn different languages and go places you've never been and get outside of yourself. You only get to know yourself once you've gotten away from the product of your environment. Once you're in a new environment, whether it be Muslim, whether it be Southeast Asia, whether it be South America, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. And it's important that you bring this with you. So that's this morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, I would usually tell you to smash the subscribe button on YouTube, but probably you already have. But go over Facebook like page, but more importantly, go over to Saints Giving. Everything that we do, everything that's purchased from Saints Brand to Saints Addiction, designs by Saints, shirts by Saints, prints by Saints, whatever we do, all goes towards feeding the homeless. That's what we're doing this Sunday, every second Sunday, feeding the homeless, Saints Giving. If you get a chance, www.saintsgiving.com. This is my give back. So I give this to the world, my words for free, my energy every morning. Now you got it. Now you got Saints Addiction. Thank you for watching. And as always, peace of love and Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I leave you with a blessing. Peace. See you. Bye.